Hello everyone, today we will discuss another topic under environmental studies and environmental law. Today's topic is noise pollution and land pollution. We will discuss about the laws which is with respect to the noise pollution, and also discuss the different causes of noise pollution along with the causes of land pollution and all the different laws which cover the land pollution in India. The list of topics to be covered here is introduction, noise pollution regulation and control rules 2000, objectives, important compliance, the ambient air quality standards with respect to noise, land pollution, the causes of land pollution, what is the need for the legislation on land pollution. Then under land pollution, we will discuss the hazardous waste and the rules dealing hazardous waste management. Noise pollution simply means unwanted or excessive sound that can have a deleterious effect on human health and environmental quality. Noise pollution is commonly generated inside many industrial facilities and some other workplaces, but it also comes from highway, railways, airplane traffic, and from outdoor construction activities. Noise pollution was one of the categories being addressed under the Environmental Protection Act. Recognizing the harmful effects of noise, the Indian government included measures to abate the noise pollution under the Environmental Protection Act. However, in the late 90s, the government decided to come out with a separate legislation solely focusing on noise pollution. Now we have noise pollution regulation and control rules which was enacted in 2000. In reality, the noise can't be measured directly since there is no instrument for objectively detecting how unwanted something is. So what can be measured is the sound level. Quantification of a sound's pressure or intensity and the related which is related to its loudness. Sound level is measured in decibels, which is denoted like this dB by a device called a sound level meter. Now, what are these noise pollution regulations and control rules which are enacted in year 2000? Union government on 14th February 2000 enacted the noise pollution regulation and control rules 2000 in exercise of its power conferred under the Environment Protection Act 1986 to control the increasing ambient noise level in the public places and from various resources. The increasing ambient noise levels in public places from various sources, inter alia, industrial activity, construction activity, generator sets, loudspeakers, public address terms, music systems, vehicular horns, and other mechanical devices have mysterious effects on the human health and the psychological well-being of the people. It is considered necessary to regulate and control noise producing and venerating sources with the objective of maintaining the ambient air quality standards in respect of noise. The restrictions on using loudspeakers or musical system at night. A person cannot play a loudspeaker or public address system, a sound producing instrument, musical instrument, or a sound amplifier at night time, except in closed premises like auditorium, conference rooms, community halls, or banquet halls. The noise level for using loudspeaker or the public address. The persons using loudspeakers or the public address shall maintain the noise level and restrain it from exceeding 10 decibel scale A above the ambient noise standards for the area specified, or 75 decibels at scale A, or whichever is lower. The noise level for a private sound system. The person owning a private sound system or a sound producing instrument shall not exceed the noise above 5 decibel at scale A level, the noise standard specified for the area in which it is used. The restrictions on bursting firecracker. A person shall not burst sound emitting firecrackers in silence zone or during the night time. The restrictions on noise making construction equipments at night near residential area. A person is restricted from using sound emitting construction equipments during night time in residential areas and silence zones. The prohibition on violating the silent zone areas. A person shall not do the following acts in silent zone: playing any music or uses any sound amplifiers, a drum or tom-tom, or blows a horn, either musical or pressure, or trumpet, beats or sounds any instrument, or playing any musical or other performance of to attract a crowd, bursting sound emitting firecrackers, using a loudspeaker or a addressed public address system. These are the certain prohibitions and will be considered as the violations under the silent zone areas. There are some restrictions on using horns at the silent zone also. A person shall not use the horn in silent zone or during nighttime in residential area except during a public emergency. The consequences of any violation in silence area or zone: anyone who contravenes the provision of the Act or the rules shall be punishable with imprisonment of a term which may extend to 5 years, or with fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees, or with both. And in case of failure or contravention continues, an additional fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees for every day during the contravention continues. So this is the particular punishment which has been awarded by the courts in case of any violation of the provisions provided in the silent zone or areas. If the person continues to contravention beyond a period of 1 year after the date of conviction, the offender shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years. Silent zone is an area comprising not less than 100 meters around hospitals, educational institutes, courts, religious places, and any other area which is declared as such by the competent authority. The ambient air quality standards in respect of noise. These are the area codes A, B, C, D, and these are the category zones. So, for industrial area, the category area code is A. For category of commercial area, code is B. For residential area, code is C, and silent zone code is D. The limits are given for the daytime and nighttime as well. The limits are given under the unit of decibel equivalent to sound level at scale A. For industrial area, in daytime it is 75 decibels and in the night time it is 70 decibels. In commercial area, for daytime it is 65, for night time it is 55. In residential area, for daytime it is 55 and night time is 45. And for the silent zone areas, in daytime it is 50 decibels and in the night time 40 decibels. Now, what is dBA-LEQ? Here, dB denotes is the as a decibel, which is a unit in which noise is usually measured. dBA-LEQ denotes the time weighted average of the level of sound in decibels on scale A, which is relatable to human hearing. Here, scale A is particularly referred for the human hearing purposes. So, we for these purposes, we only consider the decibel level of sound in scale A. A in dBA-LEQ denotes the frequency weighting in the measurement of noise and corresponds to frequency response characteristics of human ear. LEQ is it is an energy mean of the noise level over a specific period. Decibels human ear can handle. Immediate and irreversible nerve damage can be caused by sounds at 140 decibel or higher, 120 decibel in young children. However, damage also occurs at lower sound levels and this harms accumulates over time. Any sound above 85 decibel can cause wear and tear on your ears that reduces your hearing acuity over time. Land pollution. Now let's discuss the concept of land pollution, which refers to the deterioration of the Earth's land surfaces. Furthermore, it occurs mainly due to the indirect and direct effects of the human activities. Similarly, when we use land resources, land pollution definitely happens. Causes of land pollution. Land pollution is majorly caused due to dumping and improper disposal of industrial and domestic waste, as it affects the purity of the groundwater by letting toxic substances leach and seep into the soil. Now, there is a need for legislation with respect to land pollution. We have currently no such a specific legislation which deals in the regulation of land pollution. Land pollution is covered by the Environmental Protection Act. Land pollution is also covered under the hazardous substance. Hazardous waste. Hazardous waste means any waste which by reason of any of its physical, chemical, reactive, toxic, flammable, explosive or corrosive characteristics causes danger or is likely to cause danger to health or environment, whether alone or when in contact with other waste or substances. So here any waste which have any of these characteristics and is dangerous for the health and environment of the people and surroundings, whether they are keeping alone or where when they come into the contact with other substances or other waste, those particular all the waste are considered as hazardous waste. There are certain rules dealing with hazardous waste management. Some of the rules dealing with hazardous waste management are Hazardous Waste Management Handling and Transboundary Rules in 2018 enacted, brought out a guide for manufacture, storage and import of hazardous chemical and for waste management and the management of waste hazards. Biomedical waste management and handling rules in 1998 were formulated along parallel lines for proper disposal, segregation, transport, etc. of infectious waste. Municipal solid waste management and handling rules in 2000 aim at enabling municipalities to dispose municipal solid waste in a scientific manner.